I have made a couple of versions of Lyonnaise potatoes in the past, though. Episode 37 comes to mind, and also episode 129. And I've always done that the traditional way, which is you boil whole potatoes, and then they're partially cooked just a little bit. Then you slice them up, and you cook them in a pan. You kind of fry them with a little bit of oil and everything, and slicing, and you do all that. Okay, so interestingly enough, recently I ran into a stumble on a different approach. It's easier, and it's also a way to that I felt, although they didn't do this when I saw it done, I felt you could incorporate some vegetables in it too. So the first thing I did is I have an eggplant here. I have sliced it quarter-inch circles, right? Quarter-inch wide, thick, and then I've got put some oil on it. Now I'm gonna season it with some salt and season it with some pepper. That, and that's gonna go on this pan here, and then this is gonna go in a 350-degree oven until they're partially cooked, just where they just started to get softened. And the reason I don't want to cook them all the way is because they're going to get cooked again. Okay, so put that in there like that, and then this is going to go into the oven. And the other thing I have over here is the potatoes. So like I said, the traditional way of doing this is that you cook a whole potato a little bit, and when it's partially done, you then slice it, and then you fry it in the pan. Well, this works a little bit differently. You slice the potato in advance, and I'm going to do again those quarter-inch slices of potato, and then I've got boiling water. You can see the pot of boiling water that's right over there. I'll finish slicing these. Most of them are done. Don't use the end, right? You don't want to use the end because that's got a lump on it. It's not a perfect circle. So you take these, and I'm going to just dump these in here. Okay? And those are going to cook for about 3 minutes. They're okay. Now I have butter that I've melted here in this pan. I've got it kind of on medium low, and I'm going to throw in a half a cup of onions. And that going to have to cook a little bit until they just start to get a little bit of caramelization on them. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be back and we'll move on to the next step. So the potatoes are blanched, and like I said, it's just a blanch. They're going to cook again, so you don't want to cook them through. You just want to get them a little bit started. And my onions are looking really nice. I've got a nice little brown on them, just starting to caramelize. I'm going to put in now, this is a clove of minced garlic and about a teaspoon of chopped up thyme. And this is a half a cup of chicken stock, about a half of a teaspoon of salt, and then ground black pepper. Okay? Now what I'm going to do with this is I crank the heat up. There isn't much liquid in here, and then I was a little bit shy on the salt. I crank the heat up, and I'm going to just bring this to a boil. And as soon as it comes to a boil, I'm just going to remove it from the heat and stick it to the side. So the potatoes are done. This is just about ready to go. I've got that eggplant in the oven, and that's still got at least another 10 minutes or so. So I'm going to get this stuff organized, clean some stuff up, and come back and we'll assemble this. Okay, so everything is out and ready to go, and we're going to be assembling it in a round kind of a pie plant. And so I'm going to stick the potatoes here. I'm going to kind of shingle the potatoes layer all the way around the pan here until I have put them all in. And like I said, these were cooked for about 3 minutes to get them just partially cooked so that they'll finish nicely in the oven. So I've got all the potato put in. Now I'm going to lay the eggplant on top of that, just like the same way, all the way around the pan. I've got a nice layer of eggplant. There we go. Looks pretty, right? I don't know, somebody said you shingle it and it looks nice. Whatever. So here we're going to put them on. I got them all here. And the last step then is to take that onion liquid mix that I made, and I just pour that over the top like this. There we go. It gets poured in. And now this is going to go in a 325-degree oven, and the key is when the potatoes are cooked through. So it's going to take about 20 or 30 minutes. So I'm going to put that in the oven, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to do a taste. Well, we have a special surprise tonight. Joining Donna is special guest taster Pat Kaunitz, who happens to be visiting us right now. Here is the dish. I've let it cool a little bit, and I have Teflon fingers. So that's what it looks like. And we're going to take a bit of this, and we're going to let Pat and Donna give it a try. So we're going to get some potato, and we're going to get here's one piece, and then we're going to get another piece, some potato and some eggplant. And there you go. We're going to let them give it a shot. So what I'm going for, I hope, is kind of like these potatoes will be rich and buttery, and they'll have soaked up that stock that was in there, and that we're going to get this kind of like eggplanty thing because I roasted them. Maybe they'll be a little bit smoky, and then we'll get this nice finish. So we're going to let you guys.
Well, the potatoes are like just done, and the eggplant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really nice. And it's baked, and it's not. I feel all the moisture has gotten out of it and is nice and roasted, and you get like flavors of onion, thyme.
You likey?
I'm a guest, and I'm very grateful that the food is amazing. And I agree with everything Donna said.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Well, what's going to happen now is we're actually going to go have dinner. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.